Hi everyone, welcome back to Frenchies Bakery. Today is going to be a very interesting day. It's going to be super intense because this could be game changer. And the reason why I say this could be is because I'm not sure if it's going to work, but if it does, I'm going to upload this. If it doesn't, then I just won't upload it. So if it's uploaded, then it does work, which is pretty exciting. So I just recently became a member of a few different cake groups, and it is so life-changing, game-changing. It's amazing. There are amazing people on there, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a totally different atmosphere from everything else. So like Instagram, I feel like it's a lot of competition and people don't really want to help each other out, which I don't like because I love to help people out. That's the whole reason for this channel. It's just a lot of fun for us to come up with different ideas together and just have a good time with it. The other day, somebody asked how to make red icing super dark, and this is a problem that so many people have to make any icing like really dark. But it's mostly gonna be red and black that is like really difficult. It's always so hard to get that right color. And then the icing starts to taste weird and your mouth gets like really crazy bright of that color. That's gonna kind of happen no matter what, but hopefully this makes it happen a little bit less because it looks like you use barely any food coloring. So I'm going to show you guys what normal red icing would look like. I'm gonna put in a few drops of red and show you how dull and nasty it is. And then we are going to go ahead and do the crazy steps to get it to be super dark red, and it's literally barely any steps at all. You just put in a little bit of food coloring, pop it in the microwave, and then it's basically good to go. So hopefully this works. That would be really cool. So I'm going to zoom the camera in and show you guys how dull red icing is if you literally just put in drops of food coloring in your buttercream icing. All right, so here I have just a tiny bit of buttercream icing, and then I also have my AmeriColor red, and we're just going to put in like 2 drops, which is like, oh, okay, 3 drops, which is a lot because this is a super potent food coloring, and it is just going to make it a really light red. And if you need like a really dark red, then this isn't gonna work for you, and especially like nobody's gonna use this much icing on their cake. So just picture having like a full batch of icing and then adding in 3 drops. It's gonna make it like a super dull pink. So here is our super dull red, and like I said, I mean, adding 3 drops into this little amount is even making it like a little bit darker, but imagine this being in a full batch of icing. So we're going to set this aside, and now we are going to start our crazy experiment and see if we can make super dark red icing by popping it in the microwave. So I have another batch of icing here, and I'm just gonna add in 3 drops of red food coloring, same as we did for the other batch, just to make it a little fair. And there's more icing in here actually, so it's probably gonna be much lighter. So super dull red. This is pathetic. This is so ridiculous. All right, so now we have this mixed, and we are going to pop it in the microwave for 5 to 10 seconds, which is wild to me. Like, that just sounds insane. We're going to melt our icing. It's just not something I was trained to do. I also wanted to mention that I cannot find this link anywhere for what we are about to do. I'm just going off of memorizing what they said to do, which normally I can never do. So thank God I remember what the steps are. Luckily, it's super simple. You literally just add in some food coloring, pop it in the microwave, mix it around, and let it get to room temperature. Super simple, but luckily I remembered it. I scrolled through all of the cake stuff that I've been seeing throughout the past few days from people around the world. I mean, it's a group. I have 3 separate groups from around the world, and I can't find it anywhere. I was scrolling for like 15 minutes and I was like, this is a waste of time. I'm just gonna see if it works for myself. So I am going to pop this in the microwave now, and then I will be back in a few seconds. All right, so it's totally like really grossly melted. So I'm just gonna mix it around because that's what she did in the video. So we're just gonna mix, mix, mix. All right, I'm seeing a bit of a difference, which seems rather impossible, but it's working. Oh my God, that's so weird. So our icing is like fully melted. You could never decorate a cake with this. So we are supposed to leave this at room temperature, and then we're gonna whip it up in our mixer again, and then it should be good to go. But oh my God, like I'm looking in the camera lens, and the difference from what it looked like before, which was a pathetic, dull mess, this is absolutely insane. I can't believe this, you guys. I am actually in literal shock because I've never heard of this anywhere. Like, out of all my years of baking, I've never heard anybody say this before. And I'm in shock. I'm speechless. I'm literally speechless. So I'm gonna let this sit at room temperature, and I guess we'll see what happens in like an hour, which is really crazy. So our icing is now at room temperature. I let it sit out for like 30 minutes. You can also pop it in the fridge and then just stir it every few minutes so it doesn't get too stiff on you. And I just popped it in my KitchenAid mixer, and I'm just going to whip this for about a minute so it becomes light and fluffy, and it's gonna be good to go. This is the finished result. This is obviously the buttercream that was not microwaved, and then this is the buttercream that was microwaved. It is a huge difference, and I hope you guys can tell on camera. I don't know if it's like clashing with my tie-dye. Like, of course I wore like the craziest shirt ever. But like, this is unreal. It makes no sense. I've never heard of this before. It's like wild. I mean, like, I need to process this. This is pretty crazy. So very, very different, something that I've never heard of or tried before. So this was pretty cool to try out, and it was pretty cool that it did what it was supposed to do. I really like this tip and trick, and I'm gonna be using it a lot. I'm gonna try it with black icing. Next week, I think I have a cake that I have to do black icing with, and I'm gonna test it out and see how it works with black. And I will update you guys on Instagram. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram so you guys can see in my stories and stuff, because I will post about it. But this was super successful. I can't believe it, you guys. Like, I'm in pure shock right now. This is just crazy. This is like a coral, and it's supposed to be bright red. Like, are you kidding me? Food coloring is like super, super bright, so I just don't understand why red. I don't know, it's crazy. This is wild. I'm super happy with this. So thank you guys for watching and doing this little experiment with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And if you guys have any tips or tricks or crazy things up your sleeves, go ahead and share them in the comments below, and we can test out some more things, because this is pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you on the next video. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Bye.